because it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just want to see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll begin by running the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And Mahomes going to run again. Now a first carry for their fullback. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3 down.
Watching that takes me back to something famous old Coach Lynn said. Any guy who wants his team wants him to be coached. And most definitely,
just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. A solid stiff arm. That burst good for 20 and a first down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Jones will come now in motion right. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. A good pickup there, a 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This is 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he works makes it past the 30, almost to the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Mahomes now to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And
situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Okay, great. Okay, let's make some good plays today. Come on.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver.
They're going for Hamlin, but this is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 44, Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelce. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Mahomes going to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On second and goal, Mahomes under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. In motion left goes a tight end. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not easy to hold on to. So on fourth down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And his kick is indeed good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the big tight end. Puts it on the carpet. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. They find some open field here. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Flushed out right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out. Thankfully for the offense, Fortuna's bouncing. The field goes out of bounds. He's the one who gets it. You don't want to lose right now.
Still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Henry out of the pistol, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Keep our attack on, man. Get in the end zone, fellas.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 15. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, Brian, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now. Offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. The 40. He's at the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big jump on the previous play. Not much on that one, Charles.
That's exactly the way to execute a run. Guessed correctly. They would move the ball on the ground. Honed in on it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Steps away. And for the 3rd time here, this happens intercepted. Picked up by Legere Sneed. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Mahomes now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Mahomes will throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
50 Eagles. Cowboy 80.
A run for Pierce out of the gun, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Go check. 19 Wyatt. Come back team. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Half the 60, half the 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his... And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. T.J. Hawkinson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw is Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now here's Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. action, it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Chuck Clark
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Trap 60, trap 60. Check.
They're going to look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now here is another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's
the 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He'll look to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game.
Yellow. 15, 15. Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, the tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by M.J. Stewart.
And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Kansas City, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Texans, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
be breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And